Hey you guys, welcome back to Mean Muggin' Monday. Today my mug says I'm silently correcting your grammar, which of course is never accurate because I'm not very quiet about it. But if you want to get one of these mugs of your own, I will put a link down in the description box below so that you can get one too. So today I'm going to be talking about ways to stress less. Now, if there is one thing that we all have, that is definitely stress. So I'm going to give you my top 5 tips on how to reduce your stress levels. My first tip when it comes to stressing less is to take brain breaks during the day. So some of the things that I do are like question of the day. So this is really cool. It is actually a 5-year journal, and each day has a question, and every single year you can see how your answers change. And October 25th asked, what is the most honest thing you've said today? So there are different questions for each day, and you can see that every single year you just answer the question and you can see how they change. So that's always kind of a fun thing to do in the morning or whenever you need to take a brain break. Another thing I have is word searches. I have done word searches for literally decades. And so you can just whip it out anywhere. Don't really whip it out anywhere, y'all. I mean, come on. But this one's kind of fun. It has random questions and answers hidden within the puzzles sometimes. So it's just nice to take maybe a little 5-10 minute break, work on a word search, and then get back to what you're doing. Another way to kind of let your stress come down is by journaling or brain dumping. So some people do what is called morning pages, and they will write about 3 pages nonstop in a journal first thing in the morning just to kind of get out their thoughts, and so that you also just, whatever stresses that you have, you just let it out on the page. You don't have to worry about it. Everybody has pretty much seen my daily journal right here, and one side has a schedule, and then the other side I just write whatever my thoughts are for that day. And so it's just kind of nice to let out your feelings, get it out of your head so that it's not something that you have to hold on to anymore. My third tip for reducing your stress level is to water your plants. So I'm going to take you on a little field trip and show you what I'm talking about. So all of you guys have been introduced to this plant. I have 2 names that were suggested, Cornelius and Spike. If you have a preference, make sure that you leave it down in the comments. This is another one of my plants. I really like snake tongues. There are 2 in this pot, and you can see there's actually a 3rd one coming up. Right as I was trying to propagate it, a new little baby popped up. I love snake tongue. I have several. There's also, I have a plant here. We have a bonsai over here, more of the snake tongue over here, and then again, trying to propagate one right there. So, and again, as soon as I try to propagate, I got a new little baby right on the side. Tip number 4 for reducing your stress is reading. Now, I have talked about my love of reading before, but this is actually something that we added to our neighborhood. This is a free little library, and we are about to get our little plaque that goes with it in another day or 2. But free little libraries are all around. A lot of times you don't realize how close you are to one, and there's a nice little selection of books in ours. I am the unofficial official librarian for this one, but there are tons of different things out there to read. So find something that sparks some interest in you and read a book. Last but not least, tip number 5 is to plan out and schedule as much as possible. So I'm going to give you a quick peek at my planner. There are tons of things that go into my planner. There are things that are simple and regular events, and then there's things that I just need to make sure to keep in mind. Any kind of meetup, any callbacks that need to be done, anything like that, I put it on a planner so that I don't have to think about it. Even something as simple as what day is trash day, that is something to go on the planner as well. When to replace your air filters, when to give your dogs their heart guards and all that kind of stuff. Anything that you don't want to have to mentally try to keep track of, write it down. That way you don't have to stress out about it at all. These are my top 5 tips on how to reduce your stress levels. Let me know what your favorite one is down in the comments, or if there is something that you would want to put on your own list. Let me know down as well. I would love to hear from you guys and see what it is you do to stress less. Have fun, you guys, and I will see you next on Thursday.